Thank you for tuning in to Investing Insights with Barry Burnett right here on Talk Radio 790 KABC. I'm your host, Barry Burnett, and we are not your average radio home show. We love radio home shows. They talk about interest rates and countertops and window treatments and vinyl windows, and that's all absolutely excellent stuff. But this show, this particular radio show, every Saturday night, 8 to 9 p.m., this show is designed for you, the hardscrabble entrepreneurial investor. You own one house or 50 different properties, all the way up to a high-rise or industrial complex or office buildings or apartment buildings. You've worked all of your adult life to generate something fabulous for your future. We want to make this show your content control center where you can learn stuff to make your investment portfolio stronger, safer, smarter. And what we're doing here is we're talking with experts in their fields who will help you be stronger, safer, smarter, so your property doesn't own you, so that you actually own your property so it makes sense, so you can have your vacation, so you can have your life back, so that the things you planned for your heirs, they come true instead of being a nightmare, so that if you inherited a piece of property that doesn't suit you at all and doesn't fit the Shakespearean quote, "To thine own self be true," we can help you via this radio program to reposition your portfolio so that you will be stronger, safer, smarter. If you ended up inheriting an apartment building and you're not an apartment owner and you don't want to be a landlord and you don't want to be taken to the cleaners by property managers, if that's not your MO, call Barry Burnett and at 818-842-2611. Call Barry Burnett, Burnett Commercial Properties, and we will help get you into a position where you will feel so completely comfortable. You know, we're talking about making sure that your real estate portfolio is stronger, safer, smarter. One of the most important things that you are going to be faced with is managing your risk. Your income is something we can help you reposition, but your risk is something we can definitely reduce. And one of our most important aspects, one of the most important things that we have to do is protect your assets. Protecting your assets often comes down to how well you maintain your property, how well it's operated, and how safely it's operated. What happens if you are a property owner and you own a complex, and your complex is being destroyed right out from under you, and you don't even know it? Well, one of the most destructive things that you can possibly ever face in the Southern California area, and, well, frankly, anywhere on the face of the earth, are termites and wood-destroying organisms. So tonight's show, your takeaways are going to be fabulous because our expert is Randy Beckmann, CEO and licensed pest operator with Get Her Done Termite. Randy, thanks for coming on our show this evening.
Thank you, Barry.
Well, Randy, you have a passion. How in the world did you get out of college? You played football from Mizzou. You came out of college and you started in the pest control business. How did that happen?
A friend of mine asked me to look into becoming a termite inspector, and I took the opportunity and took the leap.
Outstanding. Okay, so you have a passion for termite control and eradicating the problems. I know because I use you constantly. You're my termite guy. So why is it that I trust you, and why is it that you love it so much?
I love helping homeowners, brand new first-time buyers, investors on something that they might not necessarily know what's going on with their property, like termites.
Well, you mean everybody isn't an expert in termites?
No, not at all.
Not at all. No, not at all. So, okay, why are termites such a big risk? Why do they damage things so badly?
Termites, certain termites like subterranean termites are one of the most destroying wood-destroying organisms. Reason why is they have thousands of termites to go ahead and feed and need to foliage in the ground and feed on. Where drywood termites, they might have a couple hundred. Both termites will go ahead and cause quite a bit of damage. Subterranean will cause damage quicker and faster.
Okay, so they live in colonies, correct?
Correct.
But they're not where you can normally see them, are they?
No, not at all.
They might be under or adjacent to a slab in a building that has no foundation, no raised foundation, or they might be coming up through your subfloor in your raised foundation properties.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, if we could find the termite, or we could even get to the termite, we could virtually kill the termite with almost anything. The problem is typically it's inaccessible areas where they're into or getting into, and that's where it comes difficult to take care of.
Inaccessible areas, there basically is only one way to treat an inaccessible area. How do you do that?
How we do it at Get Her Done Termite is we go ahead and do a fumigation if it's inaccessible enough to where we go, okay, and you know what, it needs to take a fumigation.
Okay, what is a fumigation, and why do our listeners care?
A fumigation is, in the industry, some guys call it a tent. It is where we go ahead and put a tent over your home and put in Vicane or Zythor. It's gas.
Vicane and Zythor.
Yes.
These are not automatons. These are not transformers. These are gases that kill bugs.
Correct.
Okay. So you don't want to be around when the tent's on.
Yes, it does require typically a 2-day vacation.
2-day vacation. Good.
Yeah,
It's a great timeout. It's like an adult timeout. Well, you're listening to Investing Insights with Barry Burnett. I'm your host, Barry Burnett. We are here on Talk Radio 790 KABC. We're talking to an expert in risk management for your properties, whether they be single-family homes or condos or apartment complexes or shopping centers or strip stores or office buildings, because wood-destroying organisms destroy wood wherever they can find them. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And they prefer small houses as opposed to large apartment complexes, right?
They have no preference.
No preference. Okay, so they're equal opportunity eaters?
Yes.
And they can damage your property really fast, right?
Yes. For most of termite that's typically in Hawaii areas or tropical areas can damage a 2x4 in less or about 6 months. About 6 months.
Damage or destroy?
Destroy it.
Yeah, completely gone, right?
Correct.
And at what point does a 2x4 or a structural piece of wood lose its structural strength?
Well, where we look at it, Get Her Done Termite, is if it's about 20% completely damaged, we go ahead and say that's a structural. We're going ahead and sister it or take it out and put a new one in.
Okay, so you got to kill the bugs, and then you can put a structural piece. When you said sister it, you mean putting a perfectly good, competent piece of wood adjacent so to bear the load?
Correct.
Spread out the weight?
Definitely, yes.
And you do that with spit and baling wire, right? How do you do that?
Not here at Get Her Done Termite. Get Her Done Termite, we go ahead and use the exact wood typically that is actually we're repairing.
Okay. So
or bracing.
Bracing, yeah. We are talking about risk management with Get Her Done Termite. You can reach Get Her Done Termite through barryburnett.net. barryburnett.net. Get Her Done Termite will help you as our listener. They will help you anywhere you can hear my voice. If you can hear my voice, if you can hear Randy, you need his services, because those termites, they are not sleeping. They just eat. But it's not just termites. So when we come right back, we'll talk about some of the other dangers and damages that can destroy your equity, destroy your property. You can contact us at barryburnett.net, or you can phone us at 818-842-2611. We will connect you with our expert, Randy Beckmann, Get Her Done Termite.